I'm going to pick all the conference championship games in Division 1 FBS football. And I apologize if I'm looking down because I cannot memorize every location for all these games here, as well as the time and what station. And all these times listed here are in Central. There are 3 Friday games. Western Kentucky at Jacksonville State at 6 p.m. Central Time on CBS SN. What's ironic is Western Kentucky had to win the game against Jacksonville State a week ago to make the conference championship game for Conference USA. It's a tough task, to say the least, to beat a team twice within like 1 week of each other. And that Western Kentucky was the home team for that game. And the current spread is Jacksonville by 4. We're going to have to wait and see between now and then. But I think Jacksonville State gets exact revenge. It will be a close game regardless, but I think Jacksonville State wins. Now the Mountain West title game. 7 p.m. And as of right now, Boise State's favored by 3.5. Boise State has won games recently, yeah, but it's not been as impressive, to say the least. And if they want to go to the college football playoff, they have to win this game. And obviously, if UNLV wins, maybe they will get in. And I'm not mentioning the rankings here, because y'all should know the AP poll rankings and the future college football playoff rankings if you're watching later on in the week. And this game is at Boise State. Remember, last time these two teams faced, it was at UNLV, and UNLV pushed them. I expect them to push them again, but not win. So give me Boise State to win, but it's going to be tight. Now, at 7 p.m. on ABC is Tulane at Army. And Tulane's favored by 4 points. Why is Tulane favored? They lost to Memphis last week. And that certainly helped the Big 12 a lot. I mean, it's just telling the truth. And I get Army's strength of schedule is not that good. But it's at Army. Call me crazy. I think Army somehow wins this game. Somehow. But we'll see. Okay, the rest of the games are on Saturday, December 7th. First game at 11 a.m. ABC. Arizona State versus Iowa State. If you would have told me Arizona State would have made the Big 12 title game, I would have laughed at you. They were preseason picked last, and yet they're in it. And as of right now, Arizona State is favored by 2.5. Even though the matchup predictor says otherwise. And first 10 win season for Iowa State in history. And this game is being played in an AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Technically closer for Arizona State in terms of travel. But I don't know how much an advantage that is. I do think that the winner of this game will make the college football playoff regardless who it is. At the end of the day, I'm going with the harder team out of those two. Give me Arizona State to win. Okay, the MAC title game, 11 a.m. on ESPN. Miami, Ohio versus Ohio. And the game is going to be played in Detroit, Michigan at Ford Field. And as of right now, Miami, Ohio is favored by 2.5. Miami, Ohio played Ohio this year, and they won by 10. I think this game might be closer, but I think somehow Miami, Ohio repeats its champs here. So give me Miami, Ohio to win this game. Now this is essentially like who's going to host. I mean, just to have a first round playoff game at home, or are you going to get the first 4 buys? I mean, Georgia versus Texas, and the game is in Atlanta, Georgia, at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. Essentially, a home game for Georgia. I'm just saying, and it's 3 p.m. ABC. As of right now, Texas is favored by 2.5. Georgia's played a lot better competition than Texas when you look at the schedule in terms of SEC wise. There's no dispute, and they had a tougher non-con than Texas. Texas just the bigger non-con was Michigan, but Michigan's a 5-loss team. Yet I know they beat Ohio State, but Michigan's still not that good. After what I saw from Georgia against Georgia Tech, I don't see them winning the SEC this year. Give me Texas. But this is going to be a close game, and it's hard to beat somebody twice in a season as well. And Texas wants revenge. After all, they got beat in Austin. Now, this is a home game for Georgia, technically. So, and if Georgia does lose this game, they're going to sweat it out a little bit as a playoff bid. Obviously, if Texas would lose, they're still definitely in, I would think. It's more like Georgia. They're going to sweat it. Okay, next game. Marshall and Louisiana, part of the Sun Belt. ESPN, 6:30 p.m. And Louisiana is favored by 4.5. And this game is at Louisiana. And that's a key thing. And neither one of these two teams played each other. I looked at the schedules part of this video here. And I think Louisiana protects home field. I really do. So give me Louisiana win this game. Now the Big Ten title game. CBS. Penn State versus Oregon. Oregon's currently favored by 3.5. And the game will be played in Indianapolis, Indiana, at Lucas Oil Stadium. It would have been Ohio State, but Ohio State really lost to Michigan. Winner of this game, you're going to get a top 4 bye. And loser in this game is going to just host a playoff game. A first round playoff game. Who do you think I think is going to win the Big Ten and get a first top 4 seed? It's Oregon. Penn State, to me, is a team that beats teams that they should beat, but not beat the elite. But even then, Oregon did survive a scare against Wisconsin, but and I know early on in the year. Too bad this is not Oregon versus Ohio State again. It's not, but I'm still going with Oregon to win. Now, ACC title game. Clemson versus SMU, 7 p.m. ABC. SMU is favored by 2.5, and Clemson's coming off of a loss against South Carolina. They have to win this game to make the 12-team college football playoff. Obviously, a loss, you're done for. With 4 losses, no way you're getting in. Now, 3 losses, I think you should still get in. Potentially. And this game will be played at Bank of America Stadium in Charlotte, North Carolina. It is technically closer for Clemson. I get it. I've just not been as impressed with Clemson. Honestly, if SMU were to lose this game, I think they'll still make the playoffs no matter what. But I think SMU wins the ACC title game. So that is all the games going on this week. Obviously, a week from now, I'll do like Army versus Navy. And just go more into stats for that game. Like rushing yards per game, passing yards per game, etc. on offense. And then goes for the defense. So, anyways, if you like this content, hit the like and subscribe button. See you guys later. On the road to 7 subscribers, Score's ultimate goal is 1,000 more. So more money out there. Score's like a video. Comment video really helps YouTube algorithms. So more people see it. Sharing the video does help as well, so more people can watch. And if you're watching and not subscribed, hit subscribe button. Hit the notification bell as well.